Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are watching the station identification of one of Wayland City's resident YouTubers. Live in the basement. This is not MTV's remote control. And he is not Ken Ober. God rest Ken Ober's soul. This is WEML-TV, Channel 77. And now here's your host, New Bedford, Massachusetts' own, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. Hey, it's Eric Lima here once again coming at you with another episode of my YouTube show, and it's also my channel, known as WEML-TV, Channel 77. I am the host of the show. How's everyone doing out there? I want to apologize for everyone who watched the Rant and Rave podcast. During my third and final topic, I froze up, and unfortunately, the Wi-Fi cut out. I don't know what happened, and it's like the second time this happened to me during a podcast, which it's starting to irk me just a wee bit. But I do apologize for my fellow Rant and Rave co-hosts, and to all y'all that were watching the chat. So I hope you guys forgive me of that, and I did apologize, but I want to make sure you guys get it. So so all I could say is I'm sorry, but I'm back. Lots to talk about, and also I want to give a shout out to my 145th subscriber, Ellis Walker. Ellis, I know you didn't have any much content, but I saw your likes, and you're like me. You're retro. Love that. Especially I just watched Little River Band's Reminisce and loved that song. I was only 1 year old when that song came out. Crazy, isn't it? Hey, So, Ellis Walker, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope you like my content. And hope you like my content. And I promise you, I give you a lot more content. Hey, So, welcome aboard. Love to have you here. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment on my videos, Ellis. And, I will gladly try to answer them as best way I can. So welcome Ellis Walker to my YouTube channel as a subscriber. All right, now we're talking about Impact Wrestling. You talk about Homecoming Fallout. Boy, do I got a doozy for you on this one, man. I was watching a lot of it during my Rant and Rave podcast. If you saw me react to one certain individual returning, I will tell. And then you know who. The reason why I think the Impact was great. Well, it started off with Chris Bay going one-on-one with Juice Robinson. It was a heck of a matchup. Jay White was in the corner causing a little bit of trouble for David Finlay, who was in the corner for Juice Robinson. But in the end, Chris Bay did win the match and is now a member of the Bullet Club because Jay White gave him a t-shirt. Gia Miller interviewed the Elite, and the Elite's been running their mouths, trashing Impact Wrestling and then VBD confronted them. They say, hey, we're owed a tag team title rematch. We're going to get it at Resurgence. We're going to talk to Scott D'Amore about it. And then Fire and Flavors, says, hey, we're resilient. Fire and Flavor was interviewed by Gia Miller next. They say they were resilient, but we will get the win. We got Rachel Ellering and Jordan Grace, and they stay proud to beat them. And Tasha Steelz did not even say a word, so something's up. But then Matthew Radwolf, former Aiden English, introduces the Queen of Impact, Deonna Purrazzo. And Deonna Purrazzo is talking about how her and Matthew Radwolf will be the King and Queen of Impact Wrestling since winning that tournament, the Homecoming tournament, and they were happy until Mickie James interrupts them again. Deonna got upset. And he said, you're trying to steal my spotlight again. And Vicky goes, I am not. I got a contract signed for you for NWA Empower, which is, I think, August the 28th, I believe. And all you got to do is sign it, and you'll defend your knockouts championship against an opponent. And Deonna's like, who is it going to be? He says, you're in luck, because she is here right now. Everybody's looking about, who was she? Ladies and gentlemen, my favorite female wrestler of all time, my girl, is back on TV. Oh, she's not my girlfriend or anything like that, but she's my favorite female wrestler. My girl, Melina, is back. She is back on TV where she belongs. Still looking gorgeous, still looking beautiful. and she still did the ring entrance split. I'm like, oh my gosh, Melina is back on Impact Wrestling. We saw her earlier this year, part of the WWE Legends, and I think she always will be a legend, but she will be the one to challenge Deonna Purrazzo. They both signed a contract, so it's official, at NWA Empower. It will be Deonna Purrazzo defending the Impact Knockouts title against Melina. Now, that got me to thinking. Now that got me thinking, what dream matches I could see Melina be part of. I know one dream match I want to see. Melina going one-on-one with Su Yung, the Undead Bride. Speaking of which, it seems like Kimberly says that she's going to present souls to Su Yung. And Su Yung just said the time has come. Who is Su Yung and Kimberly going to target next? And it will be only a matter of time, though. But seeing Melina back on Impact, I can see Su Yung and Kimberly take on Melina and Mickie James. But then the ladies of Decay, Havoc and Rosemary, had the Knockouts tag team titles. Can Kimberly and Su Yung go after them? But I just seeing Melina back on TV made my night. Despite the fact, and thankfully it came on after I got my internet back. And you know, it was an up and down. It was an up and down episode of Rant and Rave, but Melina back on my TV just made my day. Somebody called my mama, and even back I tweeted about that, and Mickie James liked the tweet. I love it, and you know that makes my night even better. You know, being excited to see my girl Melina back on TV, my all-time favorite female wrestler back on TV, and having Mickie James liking the tweet, that just made my night. So thank you, Mickie James. Yes, sir. I'm happy about that. So, Gia Miller interviewed Taylor Wilde, and Taylor Wilde says, the reason why I've been gone for 2 months, Tennille Dashwood may have something to do with it. And so they have four corners, number one contenders for the X Division title, Jake Something, Rohit Raju, Trey Miguel, and Daivari, another returning former WWE superstar. Daivari came to me to fight each other, and then Jake Something wins the match. Rohit Raju was angry. Sheriff's trying to calm him down, and then I think after flinging a bag, it seems like Matt Cardona was not very happy, and him and Chelsea Green came into the picture, and Raju got in his face, and they're arguing. They say, hey, Scott D'Amore says, come down, you can have a match. So they're going to have a match sometime down the road. Then Gia Miller once again interviewed Josh Alexander, the X Division champion. Daivari interrupts him. He said, you know what, I should be getting the shot at the title. And then Josh Alexander goes, all you got to do is ask, man. He goes, fine. I'll talk to Scott D'Amore. If I beat you, I get a shot at the title. So because Jake Something's going to, emergence, Jake Something's going to challenge Josh Alexander. But Daivari wants a shot at it. So it's getting interesting. Fire and Flavor took on Jordan Grace and Rachel Ellering. And Jordan Grace and Rachel Ellering had won the matchup. But then Tasha Steelz was kind of glaring at Kiera Hogan. Kiera Hogan's a little despondent. And then this big woman, this not big fat woman, but she's a big strong woman, muscular type, almost like tall too. Savannah Evans, who has been known all over the indies, came in and attacked Kiera Hogan and walks out, and Tasha Steelz did nothing. Seems like Tasha Steelz has got herself a new tag team partner, a new ally, a new friend. They both walk out together. Gia Miller interviewed Frankie Kazarian. Kazarian says, I'm just here, not for nostalgia. I'm here to eliminate the elite. And then, Violent Out by Design talked to Scott D'Amore and said, listen, we're older tag team talent. They were very calm. EY was very calm. And then he goes, yeah, but I also talked to Willie Mack and Rich Swann. So at Emergence, there'll be a triple threat for the tag team championships. VVD versus Rich Swann and Willie Mack versus the champs, the Good Brothers. Steve Macklin took on a local competitor named was Jassi. And Macklin obviously won. But he tried to continue attacking the poor soul until Petey Williams attacks Macklin, who had a steel chair in his hand. And so it'll be very. So P.D. Williams and Macklin going to go at it. Gonna be very interesting for sure. All About Me with Tennille Dashwood and Caleb with a K. Oh boy. Tennille Dashwood is probably, she should be focused on wrestling and not being stupid and bringing on guests to ask her questions. Anyways, and Dashwood was addressing the neat Taylor Wilde. She was upset about Taylor Wilde coming back, and then Dr. Ross Foreman was coming in as a guest, asking about the neck by Caleb Connolly, aka Caleb with a K. And Scott D'Amore interrupts and tells Ross Foreman he got more important things to do. You can go and said thank you very much. And then he sat down with her. I saw something that was like an investigation about the border or something like that. But I'll tell you what, it's an investigation of some sort. So, and she goes, well, yeah. So Scott D'Amore says, I'll make a deal with you. Taylor Wilde will drop all the investigations against you in exchange for a match with her. And then she was like, I don't know. And then it's fine. And she's like, fine, okay. So anyways, and then for a match. So it looks like Taylor Wilde and Tennille Dashwood's going to happen. But she said also, he asked, did Madison Rain give you permission to use the set for the locker room? You're going to work that out. It looks like to me that Tennille Dashwood is in deep doo-doo. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens. So it will be something. And then Gia Miller interviewed Chris Sabin. Sabin said he's going to be part of that battle royal. He's going to make sure that Moose does not win the Impact World Heavyweight Championship. Now, so Sabin's got a mission of his own. 6-man tag, Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers versus Sami Callihan, Frankie Kazarian, and Eddie Edwards. My only fear was with Eddie Edwards and Sami Callihan lack of teamwork and chemistry would hurt the team. But it was a hard-fought match. Kenny Omega got hurt, though, so we're going to see what's the word on Omega. In the end, Sami Callihan, Frankie Kazarian, and Eddie Edwards wins the matchup. They're celebrating, and it looks like, Sami Callihan was, like, motivating Eddie Edwards, like, all you did good, and everything else, and so looks like everything they put aside. Sami Callihan probably said, hey, I motivated you. This is what happens. You've been winning matches. And then as Eddie Edwards is celebrating a ring, and like Von Basket would say that it would be ruined by W. Morrissey attacking Edwards. It wasn't until after the match, that was the post-match attack, W. Morrissey attacked Edwards for making him lose the matchup at Homecoming. And in the end, Morrissey was in the ring with his hand held, with his fist raised high. So that is your Impact event center for August the 5th, 2021. But my favorite moment of Impact Wrestling, you guessed it, it's Melina's return to television. I have not seen Melina on television for a while, and she's been on NWA, but she's been, like, on the computer and whatnot. But actual seeing her on my TV screen since the WWE's Legends Week. And this was the last time I saw her. And that was, 7 months ago. So, seeing Melina back on TV at Impact Wrestling, that was huge. It was a huge, huge moment. Well, that's a strange situation. And, let's see if I can, oh boy. Alright. There we go. Yeah, so I'm just really excited about that. That was really, really cool. Seeing Melina back. I love it. So, that's all the time. It's like every time I move my hands, it happens, I don't know. So anyways, that's all the time we have on the show. Episode 446, I believe, of WEML-TV, channel 77. If you like this video or any of the videos I do, please give it a subscribe. Give my channel a subscribe. Give any of my videos a like, a thumbs up, Any questions, you can comment. Please be respectful with comments. I do appreciate that. I like to, once again, thank you, Ellis Walker, for subscribing, and I appreciate that. So, thank you very much. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, wonderful night. But the icky weather is over. Hopefully, I can clean with no problem. It's going to be, 82 degrees tomorrow. So, and tomorrow's payday, so the weekend's almost here. This is a good thing. All right? So, I'll see you guys later. Got SmackDown tomorrow night. We got Dice Flinging Friday with a little bit of high rollers tomorrow night. Not tomorrow night, but tomorrow as well. I'm getting paid. It is a good day. So, until then, until the next episode, peace, love, and bless out. See you in the next episode.